We started these players-only meetings actually during our Christmas break trip in Alberta. All of our 19, 20 people that were there went into one person's hotel room and we sat for 20 minutes and had like, this is what we want to accomplish while we're here. What does that look like? And that's where we kind of started coming up with that team phrase.
I think the phrase punch back originally came from one of Nate's speeches in a game. And he was talking about like when you get punched, like you gotta get up and punch him back. Like you don't just lie down and take it. And I think that probably originated from the first TMU game and how we kind of didn't punch back enough. Going back into TMU this week, the phrase is punch back because like we know that they're a good team, so we have to get up off the floor and punch them back.
But the number 5 team in the country and the hosts of the national championship avenged their 5-set loss on November 25th with a 5-set victory of their own, improving to 12-1 and winning their 7th game in a row.
OUA women's volleyball, and probably women's volleyball in general, is a very smart sport. You have to be very intelligent to play the sport and to know what's going on at all times, both on your side and the other side of the net.
The net, and yes, beautiful reaction athleticism by Holkins.
What a play. Two there. Good. They have to make an adjustment. We gotta make sure we're paying attention. All right? When they don't follow our mids anymore, we immediately start setting mids. Immediately. All right, we gotta burn them the second it happens. That was the scrappiest set I've seen us play in a long, long time. And we hit our way out of it too. We're gonna play that way the whole entire match. Right? Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy.
We're saying we were the talk of the OUA at the start of the year because we were interchanging so many pieces and so many players got to contribute to this record. Because we're having so much success running our offense and like our defensive systems as a whole, for us it's just like pushing us to continue to be better and better. Like we're looking at those minute details. So I'm extremely proud of what our team's accomplished so far, and I'm really excited to see kind of how the rest of the season goes. I think, yeah, it's a testament to especially our depth on this team.
Defense and serving, let's go.
Brooks, nice setup, Hatashta.
The 24 hours after TMU, I will be heading home, and then early the next morning, myself, Abby, and Christine will be getting on the road to go to Brock, where our 18U club team has a tournament. It'll definitely be a quick turnaround for 24 hours, but I'm looking forward to it. My dad is the club president for a local club, the Mountain Volleyball Club, or MVC. And in my first year, there was a social media post that went out and my name was listed as an assistant coach. And since then, for my first 3 years here, I was an assistant coach. And then these past 2 years have been my first time as a head coach. They'll run 2 and a 50. Their right side will run a 30. Be disciplined with our blocking, know where it's going, take care of our side. I've kind of stuck with it and gotten into it because I really enjoy it. I think it's super rewarding to be able to see these athletes grow, and the experience that I have and the knowledge I have, I'm able to pass on to them. Like I now currently have 2 former players that I coached last year now playing at the post-secondary level, and like to be able to help them navigate that pathway, learn more skills, I think it's a super rewarding thing that I've really enjoyed doing.
2-2! Yes, Gabby! There was no one there. 14 and 6 are their only attackers. Yes!
This year we had over 100 athletes coming out to our 14U and 15U tryouts, and we have 3 teams. Like over hundreds of kids like want to play this sport. And just in Hamilton, when I started, I was 10 years old. There was maybe 30 teams across the province. Now there's over 150, almost 200 teams in some age groups.
I don't know, so if there's no one on the left side, when they get in front hands, they probably won't, but we've got to identify early and know where their attacking options are, right? Like our blocks got to be quick, it's fast. Middles have got to be up quick, so we might be singles. That's fine, defend around it. Swing! Yes! Nice shot! Go, 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 good!
I I mean, I'm gonna start with my own experience. I was going to watch university games, even at Mac, like since I was like 11 or 12. But that's because my parents played in university, and so I've kind of grown up being in that life. But I know a lot of people who didn't. I think it's important for young athletes to see the potential of what they could become, like when they really set their minds to it and want to go after it. I think because a lot of times parents haven't been involved in the athletic community, like they don't really know where to start. Like I've had a lot of girls on my team that I coach come up to me and ask, like, what can I do? Like, what kind of hours were you putting in at my age? And like, how much strength training were you doing? And I'm able to give them that advice. I think it's important to give back to the community that like raised you in your sport. Like you don't get paid anything to be a coach. Like you're doing it because you want to be there and you want to help like the next generation of athletes. And I think that that's just really important to kind of acknowledge where you started and how that has impacted where you are now.
There's so much good volleyball happening on the girls' side in Hamilton area right now. In the last couple of years, our club national championships have been packed with Hamilton teams. Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville. Those younger athletes are starting to watch OUA TV. They're starting to pay attention to our girls or following them on Instagram.
Just looking into the crowd, we have like pretty packed gym most days, and there's so many young volleyball players.
Crazy thing that's been happening this year is a lot of younger club teams have been coming. They ask us to like autograph their like water bottles and t-shirts and phone cases. In the time that I've been here, I've never had that happen.
There's been entire club teams that have been just like swarming the mez and wanting autographs from the girls and wanting to connect with the girls and get pictures taken with the girls.
Even after the game, we get like so many children coming up asking us to take pictures, asking us to sign their shirts. And sometimes I like don't feel like worthy of this, but it's really cool to see, and to even if you can have a really small like impact on, you know, a little girl's volleyball experience, and it's really cool for them to see us playing at this stage and to see like all the support that we get, and hopefully like it's inspiring to them.
So suddenly, I remember at one point, there was Sully and I think Abby, and there was just this sea of 13 to 14-year-old girls, like all around them, wanting autographs, signing t-shirts, signing pieces of paper, signing hands, taking photos. So I think the girls have been like really kind of blown away by our crowds. But I also think it's kind of what they've always wanted. Like you always kind of dream of, when you're playing like high performance sport, to have crowds and kids that like care about what happens to you. I think that's really neat.
I think that's a really unique thing that our team does, and I think that really like encourages people, especially those of younger ages, to come watch and come support us.
I really like that aspect too, is that we're able to meet with those local fans and like impact them and be role models for them.
The push in women's sport has been phenomenal, and I think we're feeling it for our own team, which I think is super special. And I don't know that that's across OUA. I think there's definitely a McMaster volleyball thing happening.
Playing here, I think, definitely means more in just the sense that it's like home court and we know we have the support of the crowd.
Burge this year has been unbelievably packed and loud, and it's amazing. I think it like brings our team to a whole new level of competing.
What do we got? Tell me about Toronto.
They're really scrappy.
Yes, they have to be. They have to be. And if we're not ready to match that intensity today, we're gonna be in for a world of hurt today. We can't go in with half effort, with not thinking we need to be as gritty or more gritty than we were yesterday.
Last night, CMU gave McMaster all they could handle. McMaster has won 7 games in a row, and they will look to extend that streak. They're doing it without their star, Sully Sundara, who is expected to return in February. But it's a team with a tremendous amount of depth. McKinnon to finish, and she does. McMaster McMaster keeping it alive. Etch doing some fine work.
Hey, good set. Expect them to be better. Right, we're in row 5. We're in row 5. Work for it.
So the Varsity Blues off to a much better start here in set number 2.
No room for frustration right now. None. Zero. Just commitment and determination. Let's go.
Another tough cross-court shot. It was 23-16 U of T at one point, and then McMaster reeled off 7 in a row. Stratford.
Come on, Em. You up,
Full bits. What a shot by McKinnon. A cross-court roll shot. And the Varsity Blues win the second.
Take a punch, take a punch, take a punch.
Short set book. Forget about it. 18-15.
We talked a lot about buy-in at the start of the year, and I think that buy-in is really becoming apparent right now. The energy that our team is bringing on and off the court, the way we're pushing each other in practices. I think our team has started to become more and more coherent, and I think it's just been really cool to see a different vibe than I'd say I've had over the past 5 years.
We're the best we've ever been.
Another diving play by Stratford. McKinnon, yes!
The thought that we're having like nationals, we're guaranteed to go, is always there. Our goal is to treat this season like any other. Like, we want to win an OUA championship.
And McMaster sweeps the weekend as they take out the University of Toronto Varsity Blues. What a performance by the Marauders. They're up to 13-1 on the season and have won 8 in a row.
We have the best group of athletes that we've had since I've been here, and I think this is our year to really go for it.